Yeah, so there's been a lot of new advancements, I'll say, in the space. I blame the merge of data and tech and retail media understanding, or retailers understanding the data that they own. And so you referenced Walmart and Vizio, and Walmart actually just struck a partnership with them to bring forth what is their version of Prime Video from an Amazon perspective. And so a lot of the retailers are starting to add on tactics and channels. So you're really actually reaching their given audience within the ecosystems. And it's not just right now on the .com or in the store, but there's all different channels like a social or an influencer, CTV and the like. And so I think the race is heating up a little bit, and it's really exciting. I have so many questions on what's going on in the space, because they always, announce and then they leave a lot for interpretation. But it's exciting because it's a new use of data, and at the end of the day, that's what we're looking for from a retailer standpoint.
Are there any top key questions that you have that you can share with us, or maybe questions that your clients are asking you about what's going on?
Sure. How much does it cost? When is it available? How does it work? How do we go about buying it? And so all the technicalities, are the pipes set up from a technical standpoint? So there's a lot there, but it's good. They're great questions to have, and it really piques everyone's interest. And the marketplace, when we're doing surveys, are pretty much really excited about it versus just kind of neutral at this point, because it is something that's bigger and it's something that we hadn't really seen in quite some time.
And do you get any pushback from clients, or questions where like, well, hey, I don't know about this, or any common themes there? Or?
We don't have any necessarily common themes. It's more so there are some clients that want to jump right into the boat and try it and say, like, what can we get for it? This is a beta. This is super exciting. And then we have other clients that are trying to think of, well, what's the measurement solution? And they're a little bit more reserved, I'll call it. So they'll want to see a few tests and betas come through before they jump into the same boat. So we just see a little bit of a difference, not necessarily ones that are just kind of walking away from it entirely.
Okay. Now, retailers, one of the things they tout is the vast troves of data that they have about their customers, either through shopper loyalty programs and other methods of gathering data. And more we're hearing about off-site advertising, where they're trying to use their data asset to place ads on other websites. What does that mean for you, and is there anything that you have questions about?
Yeah, it's super exciting for me because I am all about data. You could ask anybody that knows me, but if you can't measure it, it doesn't count. But conversely, data actually is the proof in the pudding. So there's nothing fluffy about it. There's always data that tells us what we should be doing and how we should be reaching our given audiences. So for example, to your question, for offsite, it's appealing to us because we're taking the data that we are looking for from the retailer, but reaching our audience elsewhere. And so it's more of a data-proven journey versus just assuming people are going to a specific site and they're going to buy our product. So there's a lot more rigor and efficiency there that will be driving the marketplace to really understand and reach our given audience in a unique way from the data standpoint.
And could you tell us a little bit about endemic versus non-endemic advertisers when it pertains to this area of offsite advertising?
Yeah, so what we were talking about earlier, so endemic is a product that is sold on a website. Non-endemic is a product or a service that is not sold on the website. And so with the offsite data becoming more and more available from a retailer perspective, the interesting note is that we could now work with non-endemic. And so what we say on our side is that all clients are retail media clients, whether you're endemic or non-endemic, because you could tap into the data now. It doesn't matter how you're using the data or exactly where you're using it, but now you can use it.
Okay. So non-endemic, that might be a car maker, right, that doesn't sell cars through a grocery store, not yet anyway, but they might be interested in reaching that audience.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Correct.
Interesting. Okay, well, looking ahead, let's say next 6 months to a year, or and the upfronts, the new fronts, is there anything that's kind of interesting that's happening in the retail and commerce media space?
Yeah, so I think what's interesting, and this is my focus group of one response here, but what I would love to see is an upfront with our retailer advertisers, so like a Prime Video or whatever Walmart and Vizio come out with from a video standpoint. And the reason why I say that is because all of our retail friends are retailers, but they want to play in the media space. So how do you make that more standardized and really akin to the culture of that's what's already out there from a TV and digital standpoint? And you're seeing a lot of new fronts, you're seeing a lot of upfront. So that's what I'm looking for, is that next iteration of how do we actually really succinct and build that cycle of how we're actually going to buy versus ad hoc or planning quarterly. There are clients that are buying annually on a retail media basis, so don't get me wrong there. It's just more so things are changing all the time. So when are things going to at least slow down or compare to something that is already traditional? And then how do we actually develop that buying and selling model?